Welcome to the Screening Room. I'm Russ Simmons.
And I'm Sean Edwards. All right, what we got today? We got Roofman, we got a musical, and something in between. All right, let's go. Let's get it started.
All right, well, talk about product placement. The bizarre true story of a kind-hearted criminal gets the big screen treatment in Roofman. In this entertaining comic drama, Channing Tatum stars as a clever thief who robbed dozens of McDonald's, was sent to prison, escaped, then holed up for months in a Toys R Us. Kirsten Dunst plays his clueless love interest. Sean, I found this movie funny and often touching. I thought it was a surprisingly effective crowd pleaser.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm definitely going in the opposite direction.
I thought so.
Yeah, what a waste of time and waste of what could have been a compelling story. I mean, Channing Tatum is fine portraying a career criminal, but he's never able to, the filmmakers are never able to make him likable in a film that only wants to deal with the obvious, with its surface level exploration. Now, it's a movie that requires the audience to love and root for a dumb criminal, and that's a difficult thing to pull off. Think Leonardo DiCaprio in Catch Me If You Can. But unfortunately, Roofman isn't directed by Steven Spielberg, nor is Channing Tatum Leonardo DiCaprio. What you're left with is something you catch on Lifetime. Roofman belongs in the basement.
Well, I'm going to put it up in the attic because I'm giving it 4 out of 5 popcorn bags.
And you know what? That's where it's going to collect a lot of dust. You know what happened to things you put in the attic? Two popcorn bags for Roofman. At least put it on the roof so people can see it overhead.
I think
put it in the attic,
fine.
You'll just get spider webs.
Well, let's try another one.
When's the last time you've been in your attic?
Well, it's been a while, I have to tell you that. Well, now we've got a white knuckle thriller to talk about.
Here we go.
House of Dynamite is in theaters today and will appear on Netflix on October 24th. It explores what would happen if an unknown entity launched a nuclear missile at the United States. Now, under the sure-handed direction of Oscar winner Kathryn Bigelow, it's a taut and realistic nightmare that effectively shows the chaos that would occur in this event. Now, however, there are multiple intersecting stories that kind of muddy what otherwise is a sharp and well-constructed nail-biter.
I think we agree more on this one because if nothing else, Kathryn Bigelow is a cinematic surgeon. But Russ, her cold and calculated approach to this film can be a good thing and also a bad thing. I mean, that style worked well for both The Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30, but for House of Dynamite, that approach just doesn't work. I mean, the construction of the story, it didn't bother me like it bothered you, but the genuine lack of human emotion felt false. The film is just too tactical. It actually feels like a military training video rather than a cinematic experience with true grit and meaning. It really is a shame because the cast is in place, and it's a great cast, but they are just floating on screen waiting for some much-needed direction.
Well, I think some of your points are very valid. I'm still going to give it 3 popcorn bags.
I'm going to go 2 popcorn bags, but I really wanted this movie to be excellent. I'm a huge fan of Kathryn Bigelow, but I just felt it was just too cold and calculated. All right, finally we got this musical I talked about, Kiss of the Spider-Woman, directed by Bill Condon. And Bill Condon has directed numerous musicals, right, Russ?
Right.
All right, some of them have been masterpieces, Chicago, Dreamgirls, some not so much, Beauty and the Beast, and The Greatest Showman. Now, Kiss of the Spider-Woman falls somewhere in between. It isn't the worst, but it's also not great. Now, while Jennifer Lopez is the showstopper, and she's really good, and I mean really, really good in a role she could sleepwalk in and still deliver, it's newcomer Tona Tiyu that adds heart and soul. I mean, he is really terrific and elevates essentially a mundane experience. It's a movie within a movie in which neither part quite works, leaving the viewer with a very unsatisfied feeling. But overall, 3 popcorn bags. I mean, Jennifer Lopez is good. I don't know about that Oscar nomination, but she delivers.
Okay, well, what about The Last of the Blue Devils?
Yeah, let's talk about that because The Last of the Blue Devils is going to show at the Mutual Musicians Foundation screening at the Gym Theater because they're celebrating the 50th anniversary. And this film is all Kansas City because it deals with jazz legends, and in my opinion, it's a must-see.
I agree with you.
All right, so we agree on this.
Absolutely.
All right, Last of the Blue Devils, must-see tonight at the Gym Theater. Check it out. It really captures the history of Kansas City jazz from back in the day. And that's a look at everything going on, although I do believe most people are going to sit at home and just watch Monster on Netflix.
That may be true, sadly. That's it for this week, guys.
Oh, we don't have time. I wish we had time to talk. I'm almost through Monster.
We'll talk about it in the commercial break. We'll be back.